Well, hello everyone and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth 2. Don't worry, I'm recording all these at once on very little sleep. So if I said anything weird in the last one, sorry, I'll probably say weird things in this one too. Man, I can't believe that we've seen Dracula already. I also can't believe that when I looked at him, I was like, oh, why is he holding his arm? Surely he didn't get shot yet. Of course he didn't, you dummy! The people that were involved in that incident are still here and walking around. But anyway, don't worry about that. I'm on like 2 hours of sleep. Let's just not even talk about it. Alright, I'm gonna talk to Delisha real quick one more time because there is something I forgot to do in the last one, and it pisses me off that I forgot it. Ma'am, look at this badge. Oi, what's that? This badge is proof that I'm a defense attorney. Oh, I'll show you mine too. Wait, what? Wait, what are you showing? This chef's hat is proof that I'm a pastry chef. Is that so? But aren't those sold in stores? Hey, it's not the hat that's important, it's the spirit you wear the hat with that matters. So then, wouldn't that mean just about anyone can become a pastry chef? Listen, don't worry so much about it. Okay, that's all I wanted to do. Also, people told me to look at her age in the profile, even though I told you guys that I'm not looking at the profiles anymore. Oh, her age is unknown. Well, maybe mine is too. If you looked at my profile, that's what it would say. Even though I tell everybody my age on the regular. Okay, there was a couple of things that we still had to explore. Namely, I think we have to investigate what's going on over here. And also, I noticed there was a ladder here. That's a Ace Attorney staple. What is it, Mr. Attorney? Something about that ladder? Detective Bad. It's actually a step ladder. Really? Did they really go with this? Hilarious. They're both the same to me. They're completely different. Look at their basic nature. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth, you tell him. Oh, okay. We're gonna have the step ladder argument in here. I can't believe it. Now, I think this is what we have to examine over here. Unlike the other fairies, this one doesn't have a fluorescent cloth. Yeah, that was pretty obvious. Miss Delicious, it's not right to leave one out. I don't like it either. But one fluorescent cloth and a machine is gone missing. You've lost a cloth and a machine? What sort of machine is it? Oi, let me tell you. Each piece of fluorescent cloth is hooked up to one of these machines. The machine is called a rainbow light device. Light is sent through the cable and onto the cloth, which is made of optic fiber. Just fiddle around with the settings a bit and it'll turn into all sorts of colors. When it glows red, it's like a raging inferno. And when it glows blue, you can almost feel the glittering cool ice. It's powered by a long-lasting battery that's resistant to changes in temperature. I'm not very familiar with these kinds of devices. Mr. Edgeworth, she's saying it's a machine that transmits lights to the special cloth. I see. It's amazing what they come up with these days. Man, way to sound old. Mr. 34-year-old? Okay, let's not talk about my age crisis that I'm having while playing this. So one rainbow light device and one fluorescent cloth is missing? I'm still convinced that it's the same cloth that was missing from the dead body. I'm assuming that's what it is. Yeah, see, that's right. Oh, wherever could they be? This fluorescent cloth. Could it be related to the case? Yeah. Absolutely. I'm gonna go ahead and assume yes. Alright, is that all we need to look at over here? So we can't look at this in depth, I suppose. Okay. Now what? Did I check logic recently? I think we have some things in here. Okay, beaten to death, dessert study, bloodstained rock salt lamp. Obviously these two are probably... Because last time we found out that this is very likely the murder weapon. So let's connect those. See what happens. There is evidence that the victim was beaten to death with a blunt object. What's more, there's a bloodstain on one of the broken rock salt lamps. Could this lamp have been the murder weapon? That's what I'm thinking. But is that too obvious? Oh, you're right. It could have been used as a weapon. After all the shit we went through in the last episode about the weapon and it took so long, is it really going to be that easy and so quick? I'm not sure. Labby, is the blood analysis on the rock salt lamp finished? Yes, sir. It finished just a few moments ago. The blood stain on that lamp belonged to the victim. You heard what he said. So it is. Alright, it's been updated. Or added, actually. We didn't have it before. Placed in Delicia's room stained with the victim's blood. Okay. Well, that doesn't look good for you, does it, little missy? The murder weapon was hidden in Delicia's room. We need to consider her as one of the suspects as well. Okay. I think we can also go with this one. The fake desserts. Delicia made fake desserts. What are her true intentions? And then we have broke the rules, which it seems to be obvious. But I think we can probably connect those. Let's take a look. Yeah. Using decorations that were against the rules and making fake desserts. A lot of Delicia's actions seem suspicious. They do. Yeah, it doesn't seem like she's aiming to be the world's greatest pastry chef. Would you talk a little faster, please? I can't read that slow. Also, the temperature of the room is way too high. Is there a reason for that? Yeah, we haven't figured that out yet. Wouldn't that give her away more easily if the cream melts everywhere? Fake desserts. Delicia made fake desserts by covering plastic molds with fresh cream. Okay. I wonder. I think we should ask Delicia directly. I'm sure she's gonna love talking about that. Ma'am, are you gonna talk to us some more, you little Lalafell-looking person? She's definitely a Lalafell, though, right? She has to be. The room temperature. Okay, let's ask about that. Delicia, why is the room temperature set to 68? The code doesn't agree with me. Plus, it's bad for the body. This figure doesn't just maintain itself, you know. Naturally, as a lady, I want to look young forever. I wonder how old Miss Delicious really is. Raymond, a true gentleman never asks a woman her age. That's what I'm saying. At least you got that part right. This room is mainly filled with crap. You guys. You know what? You don't need to know my age. Let's just go ahead with the fact that I am 12 years old forever. I mean, we all been knew about that. 50 degrees is the recommended temperature for preserving fresh cream. What? Really? Now it's all going to waste. Wait a minute, you're a pastry chef and you didn't know this? It looks like Miss Delicious didn't know. Wait, how does her story even hold anything then? Is she really a pastry chef? Who the fuck is she? Delicious seems lacking in the basic knowledge of dessert making. What is happening? That seems weird. I thought she was supposed to be a first-class pastry. That's what I'm saying. The fake desserts and the rule violations, and now her lack of basic knowledge. Is she like a mole planted here for something? That could be the case. Spy? Just, is she throwing the, is it to throw the competition to put someone here that was gonna get called out? I don't know. Looks like she keeps many secrets. For sure it does. Alright, Alright, well fine. We just got some logic. Can we use that with the one we already had? Delicia went to Mr. Master's room to study desserts. Of course! So this would make sense then. She seems to be lacking in the basic knowledge of dessert making. So she wanted to learn by going over and studying them. But in secret. Okay. Delicia's knowledge in the art of dessert making is lacking in fundamental areas. And she claims she went into Mr. Master's room in order to study his desserts. These actions and ideas are not fitting of someone aiming to be the world's greatest pastry chef. Yeah, they don't sound like the words of a pro. It's like she doesn't even realize it, or maybe she isn't a real pastry chef. That's what I'm thinking. Perhaps she had some other intention. It's possible that she didn't go into the room to study the desserts. So, are you saying Miss Delicious is the criminal? Not necessarily, but we do have to find out what she's doing. We can't say that for sure yet. But I know she's hiding something from us. Yeah, definitely. What are we gonna do about that? Oh, investigation complete. Okay. Man, I only fucked up that one time. Oh, man. That's enough investigating. We found much more than I expected. Yeah, we sure did. And yet, something from before still bothers me. Just one thing? I've got a couple of things. Prosecutor Von Karma must have found the murder weapon in this room. Yeah, that doesn't seem like something he would easily overlook, right? Even if he was in the castle, he saw them in there. He probably saw the blood. He must know. So then why did he let Delisha be? Firstly, I must ascertain Von Karma's true motives. I'm thinking she is planted here. Detective Bad, I would like to ask Prosecutor Von Karma something. I've also got business with him. And Delisha there too. What's the idea, Baddy? Don't stare at me like that. It seems Detective Bad also has his doubts about Delisha and Von Karma. Were they working together? She did call him Manny earlier. If you recall, in the last episode, how in the world would she get away with doing that? It seems like something that would absolutely be a no-no. Delisha, will you come with us for a moment?
You see, that's fine. What for?
We have to find Von Karma. There are some things we need to talk about. Well, I can't wait to talk to Dracula about this. Okay. There he is over there. Prosecutor Von Karma, we need to talk about the case. From the look on your face, I assume you found the murder weapon.
Yes, so you did know it was there.
Yes. We discovered the murder weapon in Delisha's room.
Let me loosen up my tie here a little. Or straighten it.
It would seem Mr. Master isn't the only suspect in this case. Ugh. That's not true.
So the arm thing just must be a nervous tick, because honestly, Franzi does it as well. So, I can't believe that I said the thing I said in the last episode. I can't wait to read the comments on that. I'm sure there's going to be 5 million of them. And you're right to do it.
There's the murder weapon. What's found does not change the fact that Master is the culprit. As long as I am here.
You've already decided that, huh? You're gonna get him convicted no matter what, I bet. Even with fake shit.
Why is Von Karma so sure of himself?
Probably because he's planting it.
Well, then aren't you going to explain why the murder weapon was in Delisha's room?
Naturally. If you wish to know, I'll tell you. Oh shoot, we get to talk to Dracula in depth about the murder weapon in the bottle? Well, I'm here for all of it. Are you gonna lie to me, sir? I bet you are.
In order to pin the crime on Delisha, Master used the rock salt lamp to kill the victim. He then deposited the murder weapon in Delisha's room. If he had left the murder weapon at the crime scene, Master would have been the one suspected. He couldn't move the body, but it was easy to move the murder weapon. Ergo, there would be no evidence pointing to a specific culprit at the crime scene.
Go ahead, why don't you throw a glass of wine while you're at it? Oh shit, our bra.
Mr. Master took the rock salt lamp?
Precisely. Are we sure about that, though?
I carried out the investigation myself. There can be no room for doubt. Do you have evidence that he moved it?
That will not be necessary. Yeah, you're either gonna fabricate some or you're just gonna make it happen.
What? If you have an objection, say it.
Oh, there he goes with his little snappy. The snappy-doo.
Do you think a mere defense attorney can break my logic?
I'm pretty sure you've said that once before. And yes, mister, I'm about to break your bottle.
Alright, by pressing everything. Although I'm afraid.
In order to pin the crime on Delisha, Master used the rock salt lamp to kill the victim.
Hold it. He took the rock salt lamp from Delisha's room? Exactly. In order to kill Dover, he had prepared the murder weapon beforehand. But the murder weapon was found in Delisha's room. Doesn't that place suspicion on Delisha too?
What is a man?
Oh, I'm not finished. Master killed Dover.
He then deposited the murder weapon in Delisha's room.
Okay. So, the murder weapon was a rock salt lamp hidden inside the Candy Castle. I discovered the murder weapon while I entered the castle. Be thankful, defense attorney, that you too came by this information. Why was it necessary for you to enter the castle? Maybe he's interested in candy castles?
I wish I could do a voice that low for him, I really do.
Why, do you think I went in there because I wanted to? The detectives at the scene were useless, so I had to investigate myself.
Oh, bad, he could call your ass out.
I wasn't in charge of the initial investigation. Detective Bad joined the investigation halfway through.
He did, that's right.
Ugh, a certain work ethic is required if you are to gain my trust.
This is a flagrant waste of time. I'll continue.
If he had left the murder weapon at the crime scene, Master would have been the one suspected. That is true, but tell me more.
Wouldn't the body left behind in his room also be cause for suspicion? Moreover... Oh shit, don't interrupt! I have a favorite saying. I'd like to share it with you. Even dogs can wait. Wait until I've finished.
Damn! That's uncalled for. Let's slap him, Gregory. You don't need this shit. Make his dentures fall out.
That's exactly what I'd like to say to you.
Man, Gregory keeping his cool. He couldn't move the body, but it was easy to move the murder weapon. I mean, I agree, but still there's something wrong.
Are you saying that Mr. Master removed the murder weapon and hid the body in the chest? He believed that if he hid it inside his own work, it would not be discovered.
So savory.
Don't you mean so sorry? She shows no sign of remorse.
I'm thinking she's a mole or planted or something.
He moved the murder weapon and left the body at the scene. Ergo, there would be no evidence pointing to a specific culprit at the crime scene.
There would be no evidence pointing to a specific culprit at the crime scene. Wait a minute, but we do have evidence for that. This was definitely on the body. Oh, that's it, isn't it?
Objection.
Yeah. Oh, shoot, boy.
It's true, the murder weapon and bloodstains disappeared from the vicinity. However, there was still one piece of incriminating evidence left behind. Here comes the good music, y'all. Have a look at this photograph, which was taken when the body was discovered.
It's there, in there. It's the blue one.
This cloth was used to wrap the body. Doesn't it remind you of the fluorescent cloth from Delicia's room? I like how that was... that part was slow. So it always gets me.
My fluorescent cloth was at the crime scene.
Duh, fluorescent cloth. You, just what part of this cloth is fluorescent? I guess Von Karma doesn't know about this cloth's secret. It looks like normal cloth at first glance, but if you use this rainbow light device, you can make it glow.
Oh, you didn't know that, did you, Dracula?
Lord Dracula? Prosecutor Von Karma seems a little surprised. I don't think it was the cloth's ability to glow that surprised him. One sheet of this fluorescent cloth is currently unaccounted for. Now, I'd like for you to look at the color of the cloth in the photo. Don't you think it looks like the color of the fluorescent cloth before it's been lit up? Ugh. Both the rock salt lamp and the fluorescent cloth originally belonged to Delicia. Wouldn't it be natural to assume that this cloth was used to wrap the body?
What are you gonna say about that?
Nothing. And he does that a lot, though, from what I recall. Prosecutor Von Karma. I believe the present conditions give us much reason to suspect Delicia.
Wait, what was that? Was that her foot? How did Gregory do really suspect me?
I don't yet know if you are the culprit, but it is true that you're hiding something. Am I right?
That's...
What you gonna say now? So, you're saying that the murder weapon and the cloth were originally from Delicia's room? Yes.
What are you gonna say now?
What's so funny? Just as I expected from you.
Snap.
Oh, here it come. The murder weapon and the cloth are not from her room.
I think I also got his theme song wrong. This is technically Francisca's theme. Did he have a theme in the first one? I don't actually think he did. I think this theme only comes up when Franzi comes up, so obviously they probably just used it for this game. Because, God, it was so long ago that I played the game with him in it, guys, that I honestly don't remember everything, so you're gonna have to excuse me. This is Franzi's theme.
What does he mean? Before the contest began, Master noticed her violation of the rules. He confiscated the cloth and the rock salt lamp and kept them in his room for safekeeping.
Well, then how did they end up in the castle, then? That's a lie. Don't worry, Greg. Hold your bra tight.
The victim was not seen as he stayed locked up in his room after the contest had begun. The only one who could have unlocked the locked rooms was Jeff Master. And the murder weapon, the rock-salt lamp, was being kept in Master's room. Snap. This should be in the decisive evidence in proving Master's guilt. Defense attorney. You've lost to me before you even had a chance to stand in court.
Gregory, don't let him get to you, boy.
What's this?
What? Was all our investigating for nothing? Miss Delicious? Why didn't you tell us about your confiscated items? Well, Manny said I'd look suspicious if I did. Prosecutor Von Karma? Yo, you can't be messing with the witnesses like that! And it's true, you all suspect me, don't you? Well, I mean, you are a little bit sus now.
How clumsy of you, defense attorney. Von Karma. So that's why he let us investigate Delicia's room. And in your clumsiness, there's one more thing I need to inform you of. 2 sets of fingerprints were found on the murder weapon.
2?
Yes. They belong to Jeff Master and Alicia Scones. No other fingerprints were found.
Is that true?
After Master killed Dover with the confiscated rock salt lamp, he foolishly conceals the murder weapon bearing his own fingerprints in his owner's room.
Okay, I see what he's saying, but are we really believing that?
I don't even need to prove my case in court.
I have more than enough perfect evidence to prove Master case. Oh god, I haven't heard the word perfect evidence in a while.
Hold it. I still have some doubts about the fluorescent cloth found in Mr. Master's room. Bah! Irrelevant. After disposing of the body, he intended to return it to Delicia's room.
Gregory, what are we gonna do?
I don't have enough information to refute Von Karma's reasoning.
Really?
Nothing left to say. If your job is done, leave this place.
That's...
I can't give up yet. We've wasted enough time as it is. Bad, take them away.
Who's holding it? Where are we holding it? Bad, is that you?
There's still some doubts left in our investigation. Detective Bad. What's the meaning of this? It's not my nature to leave any doubts behind. There is still one piece of evidence that is yet to be identified.
Is that true?
That's right. There are still the traces someone left behind. Bah! Talk about your doubts later as much as you want. But this, my dear attorney, is none of your business.
Listen. No, I also have some doubts about one piece of evidence. It's likely that I have the same doubts Detective Bad has.
What?
This is the piece of evidence left in Mr. Master's room that has yet to be identified. In Mr. Master's room? The fingerprints on the frame! Have we figured that out? Oh, the finger marks. No fingerprints were found. That's gotta be it. That was in the room. Oh, nice take that. I love it.
Somebody left glove finger marks on one of Mr. Master's desserts.
Yeah, who is it?
Was it you? Dracula, was it you? If these were the killer's finger marks, then it's possible that the killer also didn't leave any fingerprints on the murder weapon.
Oh, there goes his cravat.
How did you know the state of the crime scene? I gave him permission to investigate.
Oh, you didn't know about that, did you, boy?
Bad. What possessed you to let the defense attorney into the crime scene? I don't recall you telling me not to let them in.
Nice.
Such impudence. You'd best remember, Bad. Your salary review depends on me.
Damn, this is... man, detectives get the shit deal in these games. It's true, no matter who they are. Oh, no.
Oh, this isn't good for Bad.
See what they did there?
I'm so glad I have a kind boss like Mr. Edgeworth. Your salary review depends on how you perform here. I'm surprised that what a mere attorney like you managed to uncover in such a short time. However, it's possible those finger marks were Master's own doing, because he always wore gloves while cooking. Do you have evidence that those finger marks were left by Master? And moreover, there are still a few points of suspicion surrounding Delicia. Oh? You still haven't given up on that?
Greggy, you still suspect me? I've already apologized for stealing a few bites.
I don't want to suspect you. However, I can't easily trust those who tell lies. You must still be hiding something.
Greggy is a bully.
Don't you know the temperature of fresh cream must be kept at? You call yourself a dessert chef, but you lack even the most basic knowledge.
I'm sorry for my lack of knowledge.
In your case, it's not even about the lack of knowledge. In truth, you don't even know how to make desserts, do you? Defense attorney, stop trying to force your own reasoning. In a court of laws, the evidence tells all.
Yeah, we know. Evidence is your whole MO, I know.
If you say the witness is lying, show it with evidence. We're not in court yet, but very well.
This evidence shows that Delisha can't make desserts. Oh, we have it. We just got it recently. Fake desserts.
Sir, did you not know about this? The only things Delisha made were those that broke the rules. I'll never get tired of that, man. I'll tell you what. Man, I wish I had a voice that went that low. The lamp in the closet broke the rules were being held in Master's room. So there's no way the witness could have returned them to hers. Objection! Those were not the only fake desserts she made. What? Her desserts may look like something out of a fairy tale at first glance. But, in reality, they're nothing but mannequins decorated with cream. Apart from the cream, they're all fake. Oh, shit! I got a little bit of lag there. Hopefully nothing happened. Oh god, there goes your cravat. Good music is good, good, good. This is not something one aiming to become the world's greatest pastry chef would do. Is this true? Yeah, my shoes can attest to that.
Yeah, really.
Will that be enough to convince Prosecutor Von Karma? Once he sees what Delisha has done, he'll have no choice but to be convinced. Delisha, the fact that your actions could lead to you being a suspect is no laughing matter.
That... I didn't murder.
Isn't it time you told us the whole truth? Who are you? And why were you indulging yourself in another contestant's work?
You see, I understand. Truth is, I'm not really a dessert chef like I led you to believe. I'm actually a pharmacist.
What? What? A pharmacist? That's a completely different occupation. It's no wonder she couldn't hide a surprise. Why is a pharmacist like you participating in this contest?
I just love eating desserts. I joined because I thought I'd be able to eat some of Jeffy's desserts. I never thought I'd end up making it to the finals. Wait, they couldn't tell before the finals that it was fake? They had to eat it at some point, didn't they? Wait, what?
Or is it one of those like candy contests where they just look at it and don't actually eat it because it's more like for decoration? Oh no. Even Prosecutor Von Karma's at a lost word, so he didn't know. So that's the real reason why you entered the contest?
Yes, see, as expected, Jeffy's desserts were oh so good.
So, the glove finger marks on the picture frame were your doing?
No way. I never wore gloves.
Delisha's fingerprints were found on Mr. Master's chocolate. So it is true that she wasn't wearing gloves.
Yes, see, exactly. You do believe me, Greggy?
Is your face stuffed with nothing but desserts? Oh, that's rude.
Sorry, Manny.
I can't believe she gets away with calling him that. I think it's her belly that's stuffed. Oh, that's rude. Okay, so she's a little bit chubby. But listen. Were Master's desserts all that you ate?
Actually, no. After the afternoon tea, I also ate Icy's desserts.
You mean you entered the victim's room?
Yes, exactly. The room was empty after all.
Perhaps the victim was already dead by then.
But my first bite tasted way too salty and I couldn't eat it. Oh my god. Uh-huh. So I ate the delicious star-shaped dessert that was nearby.
Miss Delicious, you really are a glutton. It is rare you see a woman with this kind of appetite.
That's all I did. Biggie Mene, everyone, I'm sorry I caused you trouble.
Now that you've told us the truth, everything's fine. There's no need to apologize. This does not mean that your testimony is trustworthy. I'll be investigating the victim's room after this. Only then will I decide if your testimony is true. Prosecutor Von Karma, I'd like to go as well. I also need to ascertain whether my reasoning up till now has been correct. I'll let you follow, but I have no intention of letting you investigate. That's enough for me.
He's actually gonna let us somewhat go? Oh. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to figure out what happens to them in the next one. Is Manfred von Karma going to be my partner this time? Can I annoy him by showing him my badge? You could damn well bet I'm gonna try. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you're enjoying this episode as much as I am. And I'll see you soon in the next one. Toodaloo.